This film is based on a book by Thomas Hardy. Did you read the book before you actually did the film?
I did.
You did? I know that some actors prefer not to do that. They'd rather just create the character based on the script.
Yeah.
Do you find period novels or period pieces hard to do?
I don't know. I suppose one of the traps with doing something that's based on a period novel is that there's a sort of oldie-timey way of people being, that is not necessarily true. Obviously, you have to sort of think about how culture has changed over the time, but I think there's maybe a few film shortcuts that you can pick up that are maybe bad habits. Mm-hmm. So I think that was partly why Thomas Vinterberg was such a great choice to direct it, because he cuts through a lot of that, cuts through a lot of maybe some of the more cliched aspects of period film, and gets to sort of the heart of it, I think. So I really enjoyed that about him. But I think that's definitely one of the challenges of doing something like this.
Now, you play Mr. Boldwood.
Mm.
He's a pretty interesting character. It's kind of, his pursuit of Bathsheba is kind of heartbreaking in a way. He's sort of desperate for her. Is that kind of what drew you to the character?
Yeah, I liked the idea of a man who, you hear in the novel, this is one of the reasons why it was so good to read the novel, in that you get a few clues, that maybe aren't as much in the script, but the key to it for me was that you hear that he is a man who had his heart broken in the past, and now he's a man of such restraint, and he seems so cut off from the world. And so that became the key to it for me, a man who was so defended and protected because of what had happened in the past, and then slowly those protections and defenses come down, and that's what's heartbreaking about it, I suppose, is seeing a man who has been hurt once and wants to protect himself from being hurt again, and the inevitability of him being hurt again, and sort of how he copes with that. And so seeing a man start to unravel, I thought was quite heartbreaking, potentially.
Now, you work with Carey Mulligan in this film. What was that experience like?
Fantastic. I've loved watching all the work she's done, over the last however many years it's been, and I've been a huge fan of hers. And the combination of this story with Thomas directing and Carey playing Bathsheba, I thought was just really exciting. So I wanted to be a part of it and to work with her. She makes it so easy, in the scenes. It's so easy to fall in love with Carey and be heartbroken by her when she says no.
Now, technically, this isn't the first project you did with Carey. You both had participated in the greatest TV anything of all time with The Spoils of Babylon.
The Spoils of Babylon.
I so very much wish that you would go back. I know they're doing like a second installment of that.
We've done it, yeah. I've done it already.
You have?
Yeah.
Oh my God,
yeah,
I can't wait.
Yeah.
Tell me anything you know about it.
It's called The Spoils Before Dying. And it's another great adaptation of a novel.
I'm sure it is. And last thing, I know that Masters of Sex, the third season, is coming up. Are you still shooting that right now?
We just started this week. This was the end of our first week.
What can you tell fans?
Well, we've jumped forward in time again, so there's a lot of changes, a lot of differences again, and big changes in their situation. They're no longer underground. They're going mainstream now, so lots of differences.
Well, Michael, I appreciate the time. Thank you so much,
Pleasure.
sir. Good luck with the film.
Thank you. Thanks a lot.